Hey guys, Rich here. The other day I was out with my family and I went to the toilet, as you do, and when I went to wash my hands, this happened. And I immediately thought, oh my dear, where's my sampler? I'll have to use my iPhone and record this. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to take this home and I wanted to make this into a piece of music. So I would take that sample that I recorded there with this little chappie and turn it into a piece of music. And it's so much fun taking a single sample and seeing what you can do. You can hear that this tap was screaming. Wonderful sound of the pipes. It kind of sounded like a reed organ. What I did was this. Loaded the sample into Logic. I had to listen to it and it needed some cleaning up. So I put it into RX, denoised it, and then reloaded it back into Logic. So I had at least a denoised file, and then I just chopped up the longest note I could find. And my first thought was, I want to make a pad. So I took that sound and loaded it into Contact and made it into a pad, and it kind of sounded like a flute or like I said, a reed organ or a church organ. It was lovely sound. And I thought, okay, this is nice, I can make something cool here. So that was my first thing. I was thinking, okay, well next I need a bass, and I was thinking like kind of like a bob 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 dirty trillion style bass. The way I worked that was I obviously dropped it down an octave or two, slammed it through some distortion and saturation, and then had a little play with the modulator in Contact, and then this is what I had. And then I started trying to think, okay, well I've got a bass, I've got a pad, now I want to have some drums or something percussive. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll make a boom, and that boom didn't sound the way I wanted to. It kind of sounded a bit, like it sounded a bit too bassy. It turned into a kind of like trailer style bwam. And so I thought, okay, great, I've got my trailer style bwam, I've got my bass, I've got my pad, now I still want to make that kick. So I chopped the very beginning of the sample off. What did I do? I put it through some transient master to give it a quick attack, and then sculpted it with some more saturation, exciting the sound a little bit. Loaded that into Contact, put that through Waves CLA drums plugin, which is awesome, by the way. The Chris Lord Alg one's just brilliant. Algie? I don't actually know how to say his name. Sorry. So then I've got my kick, which is awesome. I had my pad, but I wanted something more keyboardy to play. When I say keyboardy, I mean more percussive in nature, kind of like an electric piano or a xylophone. So what I did was I copied my pad Contact instrument and then just played around with the modulation so that it loaded up the modulator so that it had a shorter release, shorter decay, and quicker attack. And it kind of sounded like this. Oh, great, let's start writing. Started writing this idea. P.S. You've been hearing it. Then, okay, now I wanted some kind of lead sound. So again, I took that. I copied that Contact instance of the tuned percussion sound and just threw it some reverb and distortion so that the note became longer, and gave it some delay as well, of course, that was kind of it. And I was thinking, okay, I just want to have one more aspect. I want to have something more rhythmical going on. That's kind of, not like a snare, not like sticks, but kind of like a machine arpeggiator type thing. So I started trying to create a snare sound, bringing up the higher end, chopping off the bottoms, chopping off the tops, so it's a bit more crunchy, sound, and then I put it through a MIDI arpeggiator. So much fun from one single sound. So let's have a listen.